Hey guys, it is me again. Today is Monday, July the 2nd. Makes it day 184 on our Daily Bread Project 2012. Excuse me, guys. Um, it is good to be here, guys, as always. Uh, Again, I hate to keep doing this. I hate to keep coming in here and asking for your guys' forgiveness, but you know, I know nobody's got the the grace that God does for us, but I'm praying that you guys can show me the grace to forgive me, guys. I know I've not been here in a couple days. Um, Last night it was kind of one of those deals, a combination of things. Um, well, I'll go ahead and back up, guys. Saturday night, I know it wasn't her Saturday night. I'll go ahead and tell you. Um, I got out there cleaning my hot tub Saturday evening, and I couldn't get the water and everything right. I got to try to make this quick, guys. This whole vid, but I couldn't get the water, the pH, and everything to balance out. The water that was in it was at least 2 years old, maybe 3 years old. I said, you know what? I'm just going to dump it and start over. So I drained all the water out, took the filter out. I don't have another new filter. I'm going to have to order one. So anyway, I took the new filter, soaked it in Clorox, and got out in the tub and took spray Clorox on in a sprayer. They make it like that, in a bottle, Clorox in a spray bottle. It's like, made to clean countertops and that kind of deal, but it's got Clorox in it. Anyway, guys, so I cleaned the whole hot tub up. I don't know. I didn't mix any chemicals or anything. I guess it was just the Clorox, guys. I guess it was the Clorox fumes. I don't know if it's where that, and I got working so hard. Anyway, Saturday night, guys, I got so sick. I just, I felt really, really bad. I thought I was going to go to the hospital. So anyway, guys, that's why I wasn't here Saturday night. Like I said, I felt so bad. I didn't know if my heart was trying to get out of rhythm again. It kind of scared me because I didn't know what it was. Mom said she figured it's just where I cleaned so much and cleaned so hard and got hot and all those Clorox fumes and everything else. So anyway, guys, that's why I wasn't here Saturday night. Last night, it's kind of a double whammy last night. I didn't feel good last night either. I had a spell at church yesterday, guys. Um, I gotta admit something. I've been drinking some tea here in the last week or so, and I've not really had any problems with my heart trying to get out of rhythm in probably a year or over. And probably the last time it did try to get out on me was when I drank some tea, and I drank some tea this week, and it really didn't get out, but it just, we had some stuff go on at church yesterday, guys. Had some real emotional stuff, and I think just a combination of me, getting emotional and crying and everything, and it kind of got my heart rate up, and so anyway, so I felt bad yesterday, guys, and last night. I mean, I would be honest, I don't feel good today either, but my double whammy that I was talking about last night was, I guess most of you guys have heard about the bad storms that come through Ohio, Tennessee, West Virginia, Virginia, some parts of Kentucky over the weekend. Anyway, a matter of fact, one of our trees out here, guys, I may get you a video of it tomorrow if I can think of it. Last night broke the tops out of one of our trees out. So anyway, didn't have any internet last night for a little while, guys. So if I'd have felt better, no, wait, I think I put that out wrong. Even if I had felt better, guys, I couldn't have put it in because no internet. So, anyway. But, guys, I'm back tonight, so I praise the Lord for every bit of time that He does give me to get on here. I love you all. My little brother, I loved your last video. Darren, I'm not a Volkswagen man, but I love your Volkswagen videos. I mean, I like your engine building stuff, your transmission stuff, that kind of stuff, more than, cutting and welding body panels and that kind of deal. I mean, I'm more a mechanical guy. I like the mechanics of everything. When you start doing the stuff with your lathe, to be honest about it, That's when I'm really going to be excited because I love that kind of stuff. Uh, I'm thinking about ordering meat, to be honest, this winter, maybe a small lathe. Nothing big. Um, um, or your meal. I got the meals. I guess what I was talking. I called it a lathe. Your meals, what I'm talking about. Um, but I've been wanting to order a lathe or a mill or maybe one of the combinations, one of the lathe mills built together. Just something small, just something so I can do. Little stuff that I need to do here, like when you're rebuilding the rear end on some of these vehicles. Some of your Fords. Well, let's say I did a Chevy truck the other day, same deal, and some of your Dodges, all your American cars. They'll use shims to set your uh, I'm drawing a blank. Your backlash on them. So sometimes you'll have to maybe make one shim 1,000th thicker over here and take that 1,000th off over here to scoot the ring gear over or whatever. And if I had a lathe and a mill type setup, I could do that stuff myself. I've actually had to take shims from rear ends and take them to a machine shop before and have them shaved so I could get the desired backlash that I wanted. But anyway, I was just kind of getting at that, brother. I can't wait till you get your meal set up, so you can start showing us that kind of stuff. That stuff always really has interested me. So, having said that, guys, just pray for me. Got a lot of stuff going on right now. Pray for a brother in church. He's having some marital problems. So, I'm not going to say his name. I don't need to. Just pray for him really hard, guys. That's kind of the big thing that went on at church yesterday. So him and his whole family's tore up. But the thing I liked about it, guys even going through what they're, and literally this happened yesterday morning. I mean, like literally this, when he found out, I guess that his wife is either left or leaving, or I don't know. Like I said, guys, I don't know all the details, but literally we found that out Sunday morning and was still at church. Now they were a few minutes late, but they were still at church. And I mean, I think that speaks to the dedication and the spirit of someone, not to the church, but to God. That he knew that that's where his strength comes from. He knew that if he was going to get through this, that's who was going to carry him through. It was God. So I just, and I actually said that at church yesterday, and I hope I didn't make anybody mad. I said, here we've got brother and his family here going through these things. I said most people will miss church to go grocery shopping. They'll miss church if they've got to go on vacation next week. I've actually had people do that. Oh, I'm going on vacation the middle of next week or in the next week. I got to stay home from church and pack. Say what? You're leaving in 3 days or 4 days? You're not going to have time between now and then to pack? You got to miss church to pack? Now really? Come on. And that's what I'm getting at, guys. You wonder why some people wonder why God's not there for them. Are you there for God? We got to ask ourselves that. And to me, showing up for church is just a sign of that. Is a sign of being that dedicated to God, knowing where your strength comes from. So anyway, guys, just pray for him and his family. Pray for me, guys. I've still got this boy's motorcycle out here. Not done with it yet. Just pray that everything will go good there. Pray for us at work, guys. Today's actually the worst day that we've had in a while. I mean, I'm not worried. I'm not complaining. Just pray for us this week, guys. Got a lot of cars driving me crazy right now. Got a Chevy truck that I just emailed Scanner Danner, good brother Paul Danner up in Pennsylvania, about it a few minutes ago. Hopefully he can give me a little help on it. Let's see, what else? Just pray for that stuff, guys. Pray that I can figure that truck out. Oh, guys, my teeth, you guys know my teeth are not any good. I've got some back teeth back in here that are broke off and need to be pulled. I mean, I'm not denying it. I've got one over on this side that it keeps getting infected around it, and it will actually form a big a big globule of pus on the side of it, like a big knot. Looks like a big zit, to be honest about it, not to get too graphic. And this has happened 3 or 4 times now, and you can just touch it because, I mean, it hurts so bad, you know, I think I'm going to die. And I touched it a while ago. I reached back in there just to touch it. And as soon as I touched it, it exploded. And I mean, it shot pus and blood on the mirror. And, you know, I was looking in the mirror. And, but anyway, guys, as soon as I get this boy's back done and get these jobs that are pressing me into the ground, to be honest about it, I'm going to go have these teeth fixed and have these teeth pulled. But I know that, you know, if I went to the dentist tomorrow and they pulled this one, and they'll probably pull maybe 1 or 2 more, you know, when you have teeth pulled like that, especially ones that are pretty bad, you're going to be down for a few days. You know, you're going to have a few days you don't feel good, and I've just got so much to do right now, guys. I can't do that. You know, like I'm saying, this boy even today, he stopped. You know, he didn't. You know, he didn't stop over the weekend, but now starting today, here he's called. He stopped. You know, and just I was feeling bad this evening. I was laying in here, and Dad went and told him, said, listen, his heart got to bothering him a little over the weekend. He had he had a sick spell at church yesterday. I'll tell him to call you when he gets better. So, but like I said, guys, it's just, you know, I've got a lot to do, and I can't be down for 2 or 3 days right now having a tooth pulled. So, pray for that, guys. I know the Lord can do it. I've prayed for it before, and it's went down. So, you guys just pray for that. So anyway, guys, continuing on tonight, the important part, I did not intend for this video to be this long, but I didn't want to catch you guys up on everything. So, Colossians, guys, chapter 3, starting in verse 21. Like I said, guys, my mouth, just pray for that. I've got the one over here. It kind of goes back from side to side. This one will get infected over here, and it'll kind of swell up. And then snap your fingers, it'll go down and go away. And then this one will swell up. And then they just keep shooting back and forth. Like I said, guys, nothing the Lord can't take care of. So just pray for them, and pray for that till I can get time to go to the dentist. Colossians 3, guys, 21. Here we go. Fathers, provoke not your children to anger, lest they be discouraged. Servants, obey in all things your masters according to the flesh, not with eye service as men pleasers, but in singleness of heart, fearing God. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily as to the Lord, and not unto men, knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for ye serve the Lord Christ. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done. And there is no respect of persons. Guys, we've talked about that before. We know to God, it doesn't matter. We're all the same. There's no respect of persons. He doesn't love me any more than he does you. When I sin, he doesn't hate me more for my sin than he does for your sin. You know, that's what it's talking about here. Verse 4, guys, chapter 4, verse 1. Masters, give unto your servants that which is just and equal, knowing that ye also have a master in heaven. Continue in prayer and watch in the same with thanksgiving. Again, guys, what Paul tells us in his other writings, for us to come to the Lord with prayer and thanksgiving. That's what he's talking about here. Continue in prayer and watch in the same with thanksgiving. Basically saying the same thing. With all praying also for us, that God would open unto us a door of utterance to speak the mystery of Christ, for which I am also in bonds. So he's saying, guys, the way I interpret this, he's praying. He says, praying to God for us, that the Lord will, to speak the mystery of Christ is talking about, so that he would reveal that mystery of Christ, reveal the mystery of his ways to us. And Paul, at the end of that, he's saying, for which I am also in bonds. So Paul is actually writing this letter right here, guys, while he's in prison. You know, Paul wrote most of his letters while he was in prison, because he was locked up so much. You know, he was locked up a bunch for the cause of Christ, and he's saying that God will reveal this thing to us for the gospel of Christ, and he's kind of adding in there, that's why I'm locked up, is for the gospel of Christ. I'm also in bonds. That's what he's talking about here. That I may make it manifest as I ought to speak. Walk in wisdom toward them that are without, redeeming the time. Ending right here, guys. Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt. You see, guys, this is the thing I see a lot of today with Christians. He's saying, guys, when we talk to people, we need to have grace. We need to show them grace. And it needs to be seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man. And one thing this gets me, guys, like I just said with Christians, I see a lot of Christians, and guys, I mean, we all say stuff to make people mad, but when you're even when you're rebuking a brother or sister, when you're telling them about something they've done wrong, guys, there's ways of doing it, and there's ways that you shouldn't do it. You don't call them or talk to them or write them an email or write them a letter or how you're doing it. You don't cuss at them and vamp at them, and you don't do it with madness and hate. Or I mean, my thing is, guys, if a brother or sister makes you mad, my thing is, I know you guys have heard the old saying, if you're mad at somebody, write them a letter and then wait 2 days to mail it or whatever. And they say that because, the writing it down helps you get your anger out. But they say wait 2 days to mail it because more than likely in those 2 days you're going to calm down enough to where you don't even need to send a letter. That's kind of the same deal we need to be with each other, guys. And I tell you, especially guys right now, in the age we live in with email, and Facebook and instant messaging and Skype and, or telephones, it's easy just to, I can't believe he said that, or I can't believe it. Pow! And guys, once you send that send button, or once you dial that number and you tell that brother or sister that thing and you say it, there's no taking it back. And we got to watch that because there's ways we do it. And God will punish us for that. I've had it done to me. God will punish us for not talking to a brother or sister right. Like I said, if they're doing something wrong, should we let them know it in love? Yes. Should we do it because they made us mad? No. If somebody's made you mad, guys, even if they was sinning, even if they need to be straightened out, wait till your madness, wait till your anger leaves you, then write them, then call them, then email them, whatever you're doing, then go see them and talk to them. Whatever the case may be. And that's one thing Paul's talking about here, is showing grace and having that speech or that lesson that you're sending them being seasoned with salt. Anyway, guys, that's where we're going to stop tonight. I love you all, as always. If you need anything, let me know. I'm going to try to get you some videos made, guys. Like I told you, I'm just, that's the reason I'm not going with my teeth right now. I'm trying to get that two-stroke motor put back together. I need to get you some vids of that stuff, guys. I mean, it's real interesting stuff, but it's hard for me to do by myself. I'm working on that GSXR for that boy. Plus all my regular stuff at work, and that truck's driving me crazy, like I said. So just pray for me on these things, guys. Good Lord willing, I'll try to get you a video made. So I guess that's about it, guys. Like I said, pray for me. Pray for the family. Pray for the church. Pray for my brother there that I mentioned in the church. I guess that's about it. So, good Lord willing, guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Until I see you all again, good night, and God bless.